showtime!
So I recently went on a fishing trip with my buddy Tyler. Went out fishing with him all day, and on that trip I realized that I was severely lacking in my jig game. So I went out, I made a bait run, I bought a whole bunch of jigs. We're gonna check them out right now together. Just wanna show you guys the stuff that I picked up. This isn't me in any way telling you these are the good jigs or these are the jigs you should buy. This is just what I went with. These are the colors that I chose for my area based on what I've learned about fishing this area. I'm here in Texas on Lake Travis. So these are some natural colors that I picked for me, my body of water. This is in no way me trying to tell you that this is what you should be using. I just wanted to share this awesome bait haul with you guys because I went and picked up some cool stuff. So let's get into it, man. Let's check this stuff out. Let's just jump right into it. So I got a bunch of jigs here, a whole bunch of trailers. Most of the jigs I got are dirty jigs. Team Dirty, Dirty Jigs Tackle. I got a handful of these bad boys right here. I'll show them to you guys one at a time. I think they're mostly like pitching jigs or swimming jigs. Let's check them out. This is a 3/8 ounce pitching jig in green pumpkin candy. Dirty Jigs Tackle. Really nice color on this jig. Nice little natural green pumpkin and purple. Next up, this is a swim jig. It's a 3/8 ounce swim jig from Dirty Jigs. Just a little bluegill pattern. I actually got two of these for a reason. Stay tuned to the end of the video to find out why I bought two of these bad boys. A couple 3/8 ounce bluegill pattern swim jigs. Nice. 1/2 ounce pitching jig. Beaver craw. Little natural brown, green pumpkin with some blue accent in there. 1/2 ounce pitching jig from Dirty Jigs. This is a 3/8 ounce pitching jig. Dirty Chartreuse is the color on this guy. That's probably my favorite one that I picked out. I actually have one of these that I already opened in a 1/2 ounce version of that same jig that I already paired up with a trailer. I'll show you guys now. This is kind of what we'll be building out. We're gonna build some of these out in the video after I get done showing you all these jigs. So stay tuned, man. We're gonna pair up these jigs with the trailers and show you guys how I'm gonna be fishing them. But this is a 1/2 ounce pitching jig, Dirty Chartreuse, paired up with a man bear pig from Reaction Innovations, and nice big profile on this jig. Can't wait to fish this thing. That right there is gonna catch some donkeys. But anyways, let's keep moving. Here's another one that I already built out. A swim jig with a craw trailer on there. That right there. Come on now. Juicy. All right. So there's all the dirty jigs. Once again, stay tuned until the end of the video. I'm gonna set this guy aside. Can't wait to fish these, man. Next up, I grabbed a couple Strike King jigs, a couple that just stood out to me. First one up, football jig, 1/2 ounce. It says tour grade on there. I don't know what that means, tour grade. Made with a Gamakatsu hook. Some of my favorite hooks, Gamakatsu, can't go wrong. Ooh, one thing I wanna point out here, let's check this out. Made in Costa Rica. Made in Costa Rica for the Strike Kings. But if you go back and you look at the dirty jigs, those bad boys, made in the USA. Let's just make note of where these baits are manufactured as we're going through them. It's always a good thing to support the companies and the products that are made right here in the good old US of A. But anyways, regardless, this is a nice looking football jig. Little craw pattern on there, natural looking. I'm gonna pair that up with a little craw trailer that I'll show you guys later on in this video once we get done looking at all these jigs. Let's move on. Another 1/2 ounce football jig, just a different brand. This one's from Terminator. It's made with a VMC hook, so VMC, they make some decent hooks, so that's cool. VMC wide gap hook, Terminator weedless football jig, 1/2 ounce. Another craw pattern there. I think this thing is gonna work good for these cold water fish that are feeding on these crawfish. You're gonna see, I went with mostly natural craw pattern or bluegill pattern colors for all these jigs and trailers. And then the last kind of little oddball one that I went with is this little Bass Patrol right here. Another little 1/2 ounce football style jig. Comes with a mustad hook. So a couple different types of hooks to try out. VMC, Gamakatsu, mustad. A little more detail on the skirt on this one. A little bit more flash. Some reds and blues, greens and violets in there. I got two more jigs left to show you. These are the Ike's Mini Flipping Jigs. Weapons grade jigs from Missile Jigs. Wanted to grab some smaller, more finesse profile flipping jigs. Figured these would work well in the colder water. Both made in the USA, might I add. More natural patterns. This is a little bluegill style pattern, a little chartreuse flash in there, and then this is like a craw style pattern. Green pumpkin with some orange. Both good looking natural colors. And like I said, made in the USA. Now let's move on to the trailers that I'm gonna pair up with each of these jigs. I got an assortment of stuff, tried to cover all the bases, but let's jump right into it and I'll show you guys what I got. First up, Rage Tails. Got the Rage Menace and the Baby Rage Menace. These right here are kind of like, I don't wanna say double tail grub, but just a little bit toned down, sort of just like a mellow craw. Pull one out of the pack for you guys here. Let you see what these guys look like. This is a nice little smaller profile trailer to throw on some of these jigs for when you don't want something so massive. So there's trailer number one right there, man. Rage Menace. I'll lay these out right here on the table. This one right here is the same thing, just the baby version. The Baby Menace, a little bit smaller. Let's take a look at one. Same thing, just a little smaller. The colors on both of these, I went with, what did I go with? Summer Craw and Green Pumpkin, of course. Pretty similar colors. Summer Craw just got a little bit more flash to it. I kind of like that. A little bit chartreuse belly. So Summer Craw is Green Pumpkin with a chartreuse belly, and then there's just the normal little Green Pumpkin. Next up, I got these, saw these, they were on sale, a couple bucks. Christy Craw in the Summer Gill color. That's a pretty flashy color right there, man. That's pretty loud. Stood out to me. Something with a little bit more flair. That's actually what I threw on this jig here. So you can kind of see what it looks like as a trailer. But let's go ahead and break one out. Take a look. I love the smell of new plastic baits. There's that guy. He's slippery, he's sliding down. Just another nice creature style bait to throw on the back of these jigs. That's the Yum 3.5 Christy Craw. Next, moving on. A similar trailer. This is the Super Speed Craw from Zoom. I got it in the bullfrog color. Let's crack this open, take a look. We're just taking a look at some of the different trailers from these bait companies, man. Some of our different options. I'm an amateur angler, so all this stuff is like a learning process for me too. I'm just going through, picking the stuff that I think might work, and we'll figure out what does work and what doesn't. Bullfrog pattern looks to be, to me, very similar to the Summer Craw pattern from Strike King. You got a Green Pumpkin type color on the top and then a little chartreuse on the belly. Not bad. Just another craw style trailer to throw on these jigs. Let's lay that guy out right there. Zoom. Zoom is one of my favorite companies because their baits are always priced competitively and it's good product. The Zoom Salty Super Fluke, as you have heard me rave about in the past, is probably like my #1 plastic bait, really. Last two trailers. These are both from Reaction Innovations, which, man, I'm becoming a bigger and bigger fan of the more I learn about these guys. First up, Sweet Beaver 4.20. Let's take a look at this guy. I actually have one out of the package right here. You can take a look at. Sweet Beaver 420. The color on these things, Donkey Punch. That's super cool. Their names and their packaging is just edgy. Super cool, man. Sweet Beaver 420, Donkey Punch. Check out that packaging, man. You see it? Reaction Innovations, man. My kind of company. There's a look at the Sweet Beaver out of the package. Lay that guy out right there. Last but not least, this is probably my favorite of the trailers that I picked up on this shopping trip. The Reaction Innovations Man Bear Pig. Huge fan of South Park. If you watch South Park, you know all about Man Bear Pig. And this trailer is just gnarly, man. Look at this thing. Look at this guy. Crazy looking bait. Just, it looks so good. If I was a fish, I would want to eat this. This is another Summer Craw type pattern. Reaction Innovations calls it Dirty Sanchez. Once again, little Green Pumpkin with a chartreuse belly. Beautiful. I have one of these guys paired up with this Dirty Jigs 1/2 ounce pitching jig over here. Check that guy out, man. That looks so good. I cannot wait to get out there and fish with this. I'm gonna catch a monster on this bait. I can feel it. Let's go ahead and lay this guy out right here for you. Straighten up my mess. Now, I had a couple other trailers that I had already in the bag that I thought I would mention. Just some other options for you guys. Some of the other stuff that I use as jig trailers. I got 3 other baits right here I wanna show you real quick. This one's the Zoom Baby Brush Hog and Watermelon Candy. Super popular trailer. We'll go ahead and pull one of these guys out and take a look at it. Look at that. Another creature style bait. That Watermelon Candy though. Let's go ahead and lay this guy out right here for you. That's the Baby Brush Hog from Zoom. Next up, another Zoom bait. This is a Z Hog. I got it in Watermelon Red. This is a little larger profile, but you can cut these down, make them smaller if you want to. Check this guy out. Just another creature crawl, little more basic design, but still you can get some wiggly action out of those claws there. Like I said, you can cut that thing in half and use it on a smaller jig. Nice. Go ahead and lay that out right there. Dirty Jigs, 3/8 ounce swim jig in bluegill right here. All right, last but not least, the hype bait of last year. 2018's hype bait, Guggen baits. Yes, I picked up some. Yes, I fished with these. Yes, I've caught fish with these. So the last one I want to mention is the Bandito bug from Guggen baits, man. It's a pretty cool little creature bait. Wacky smell on it, so be prepared to have smell. But there's a look at that guy. Pretty crazy looking little creature bait from Guggen baits. The Guggen squad, a group of YouTubers that went out and made their own bait. Shout outs to those guys. I know if you're watching this on YouTube, you already know who they are. So let's set that guy right there for you. All right, dude, let's build some baits. So one thing I wanted to do in this video while I had all this stuff out here was go ahead and open up some of these jigs and actually pair them up with some of the trailers that I'll be using the next time I go out fishing. You guys have seen that I already did 2 of them. You already see my 2 that I made here, and I'm gonna make a few more. First one I wanna open up is this Terminator jig, and I wanna pair it up with one of these sweet beavers. Let's take a look at this guy. Feels like a nice quality jig. It's got a nice wide gap on that hook. Super wide gap there. Football style head, craw pattern. Like I said, I think for this one, the Reaction Innovations Sweet Beaver is gonna be perfect. So let's rig one of these up, man. You got the eyes on this side, so I guess that's supposed to be the top. So we wanna come out of that side. Boom. And just like that, she's rigged. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good right there, man. Check that out. That's nice. Nice. Dude, that paired up so nicely. You guys see that? Look at that jig. Woo! That is donkey bait right there, man. Sometimes you can fan out that weed guard a little bit. Very nice. That looks good, man. Nice craw pattern, really natural, not too flashy. That's the 1/2 ounce football jig from Terminator, paired up with the Sweet Beaver from Reaction Innovations. What do you guys think, man? Let me know if you think that'll catch a fish. Let's make another one. Which one do we want to build out now? Let's crack open one of these missile jigs, the mini flip jig. Made in USA. This is the Sunfish IPA color. Nice packaging on these. I will say that. I think the packaging on the missile jigs is probably the nicest. Either that or the Terminator. I like the plastic shell with the card. That's pretty nice. There's a look at the jig. Little mini flipping jig. And I think for this guy, it's gonna pair perfect with one of our baby Rage Menaces. Little baby menace from Strike King I think will go perfect with this jig. That guy right there. What do you think? Let's try it out, man. Just gonna thread that bad boy straight on there. just like that. Man, that looks good. Nice, subtle, finesse profile, but still big enough to make a bass hungry, want to eat that. One thing you always want to remember to do is to separate your claws on these things. A lot of these companies will connect that stuff. You gotta tear those apart, get that action going. That right there, looking pretty nice to me, man. What do you guys think? Huh? Think that'll catch a fish? Throw it in the comments, let me know. Let's build out another one, man. Which one do you guys want to build now? Oh man, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What should we do? 3/8 ounce pitching jig from Dirty Jigs. Let's build this thing out. Dirty chartreuse, made in the USA with a Gamakatsu hook. 3/8 ounce pitching jig from Dirty Jigs. What should we put on the back of this one? Yeah. Strike King, Rage Menace, and Green Pumpkin with a 3/8 ounce pitching jig from Dirty Jigs. Let's do it. We're building jigs, man. We're building jigs. We're pairing up jigs with trailers. This is fun. I've had these jigs sitting on my countertop for a couple days now and have had not opened them because I wanted to share it all with you guys. Didn't have a chance to film a video until today. So here I am. I waited to open and build all my jigs so that I could do it with you guys. I hope you're enjoying the video, and if you are, go down below, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. I make new content all the time. All kinds of stuff here on this channel, a little bit of something for everybody. But let's build this. Dude, come on now. Come on now, does that look good? I think that looks good. What do you guys think? 3/8 ounce pitching jig paired up with the Rage Menace from Strike King. Not bad. 4-inch trailer on a 3/8 ounce pitching jig. Here's just a quick look at the jigs that we've built out so far. It's a nice little assortment of colors there. A lot of natural stuff going on. A little bit of chartreuse, a little bit of orange, some craw pattern. Nice. Let's crack this guy open. 3/8 ounce. A little purple in there. Bear with me, I'm gonna go crazy on this one. We got purple, brown, green pumpkin. I don't know what I'm gonna do. What am I gonna do? Super Speed Craw from Zoom. I think this color is gonna look pretty gnarly with this color. Let's try it. Let's build this thing, man. Come on. All right, how about that? A little bit larger profile on that jig. Something to make it really stand out. Nice. Looking pretty good there. As you can see, building out these jigs is fun. Pairing up these jigs with different trailers. It's kind of like making your own custom bait in a way. No, it's not actually, but in a way, you know, you're taking the materials that are out there available to you and you're combining them in a unique way that works for you, it's appealing to you, and it creates a bait that is unique for whatever situation you're fishing. Like I said, this is something I've been waiting literally days to do. Really wanted to get this done on camera for you guys, show you all these new jigs that I got, pair them up with these awesome trailers, make some cool baits, show you guys the new stuff that I snagged, went out and did a little bait shopping, grabbed some jigs. I hope you guys enjoyed this little jig video, man. I just want to share this with you guys. Super fun assembling these things. All right, if you made it this far in the video, you're the real MVP. I want to do something to thank you guys that support me here on this channel. So I snagged an extra jig, and I laid all these trailers out here for a reason, man. I'm gonna do a giveaway, and I wanna give away this Dirty Jigs 3/8 ounce swim jig in bluegill color, and I wanna give away all of these trailers to one of you guys, man. So if you wanna win this stuff, super simple. Just subscribe to the channel, click that like button, and go down below and leave me a comment. That's it. Leave a comment on this video right here, and on February 1st, I'm gonna take everybody that left a comment, I'm gonna throw all that into a random number generator thing, and we're gonna pick a winner, and I'm gonna send them every one of these trailers in this dirty jigs right here. So you can pick whatever trailer you want to put on the jig. You can go pick up some other jigs and put these trailers on there, or you can just throw them in the tackle box and have them for whenever you need them next time you're out there fishing. So let's go over it, man. What's gonna be in the giveaway? 3/8 ounce swim jig from Dirty Jigs. The Googan Baits Bandito Bug. The Zoom Baits Z-Hog. The Zoom Baits Baby Brush Hog. The Reaction Innovations Man Bear Pig. The Reaction Innovations Sweet Beaver 420. The Zoom Baits Super Speed Craw. The Yum Baits Christy Craw. And the Rage Menace and Baby Rage Menace from Strike King. That's it, man. Click thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment. I'll pick one of you guys at random to win this bundle of baits right here, which I will ship to you free of charge. Thank you guys so much for the support. I hope you enjoyed the jig video. That's gonna be it for today. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.